Hey everyone, so today I want to walk you through a new chatbot automation that I built, and it's specifically built for restaurants. And I call it the food bot or restaurant bot automation, and it basically acts as a additional server that's powered by AI that can guide the guests through their purchasing journey while they're at the restaurant, or even before they arrive, deciding what the best dish is or what they should purchase, or even if it's details about the menu, ingredients, or dietary preferences, opening hours, anything like that. And it's basically meant to act as almost a salesperson for the restaurant, working 24/7, and you don't have to pay it a salary. So I'm going to show you exactly how I build this automation and how it works here. And then after, I'll tell you exactly what the value add is and how you can sell this to restaurants as well. So just jumping into your HighLevel or Hexona sub account, this is how it's set up. It's going to be based on Instagram, but you can use pretty much any medium. It could be SMS, it could be a live chat on a funnel. The point is that the communication and the prompt is the most important part. And so we're going to start off with initiate Instagram bot. And this is just to basically wake up the bot. So you can imagine when the customer is at the restaurant, they're sitting there waiting for their food, or they just got the menu and they're deciding what to purchase. Written on the menu or on the table, it could say, scan this to go to our Instagram and DM us a certain keyword. The keyword that I chose for this example is foodbot. When the Instagram account receives the foodbot message, it's going to wake up foodbot and initiate this conversation. Immediately after foodbot is sent, we say, "Hey, I'm foodbot. What can I help you with today?" This can be rebranded to their business or whatever they're looking for, or whatever you're trying to build. But that's just the example I picked. And then it puts the autopilot tag on it as well. If you're familiar with my tutorials and you're part of the incubator in the community, you will know how my GPT master and autopilot chatbot works. If not, you can join in the description below, join our incubator, and then you can get these templates to start building your bots pretty easily and quite quickly. So once that initial message goes out, then we have our GPT master. And what happens is this follows the same GPT structure. So I highly recommend, learning that through my tutorials in the incubator first. I'm not going to go through this in, super great detail, but I'll tell you how it works. So basically it's triggered by two different things: when the customer replies or when OpenAI has a reply for us. Based on the trigger of which way, this automation was triggered, we either send the customer reply to OpenAI to generate a response for us, or we send the customer our Instagram response, basically. That's how it works. And I'll show you the make.com site as well. So this is what we have in make.com. Basically, we get a webhook where we receive the information about what the client said. Then if it's the first initial message, we don't have a thread ID. So we're going to just send it to our assistant. The prompt is here. This prompt will be trained on basically all the information about the restaurant, the menu, opening hours, preferences, the location, anything you want to put in there. That's where we train the bot. And then when the response is made, we send that back to HighLevel. We send that back to HighLevel. And that puts the GPT response there, which triggers our workflow. We also put the thread ID here, so it remembers the memory and can keep track of that. If this is the second response onwards, then instead of going up there, it goes down here because now it has the thread ID. It has the memory which it can follow. Again, this goes into greater detail inside the incubator, inside my course and community, where you can understand that fully. But now I just want to give you a demo of how this works in practice. So we're going to go to my contact section. I've already linked my Instagram here. So I'm just going to send a message from my phone saying foodbot. And then we'll just wait for a sec, and then the conversation will initiate. So I just send foodbot. Automatically it says, "Hey, I'm foodbot. What can I help you with today? I'm hungry. What should I eat?" I just send that message in. It should show up. There we go. And we can see here that the gears are turning, and now it's going to go up to ChatGPT, which will get the response and then send it back to HighLevel. And then the response should be sent in here. Perfect. So I'm just going to open this up into full view. Oh man, if you're hungry, you've got to try our deluxe bacon cheeseburger. It's loaded with crispy bacon, all of that stuff, which is awesome. So now I can respond back and say, "Great, how many calories?" And then it's going to look into the database, or if this is a public restaurant, then we can feed in that data as well, which is really cool. And now the conversation is just happening back and forth with ChatGPT and the guest all through Instagram, which is awesome. And then perfect, the deluxe bacon cheeseburgers around 750 calories, big flavor, worth every bite. Actually, I'm coming with a friend and they're vegan. Do you have any specials? If so, how much is it? So you can get pretty granular and pretty specific with this. And you can have like while they're ordering and waiting for their menu, that normally takes what, 10, 15, 20 minutes for people to decide their food. This can make things a lot easier where now you can just interact with the bot, give it your preferences. Oh, I'm feeling this or I'm feeling that, or we're a party of six. Should we share? Is this shareable? That takes a lot of weight off the servers and the waiters who are running around the restaurant. You might not have time to ask them all their questions. But here on your own, at your own pace, you can just interact with this bot, ask it all of the relevant questions that you need, which is super cool. And then you can even do this before you come to the restaurant as well. So if you know that the restaurant has a food bot, then you can talk to it and say, hey, what specials are you guys running? Or, do you have this available, this or that? And there's so many use cases with this that I just came up with it. I'm looking to deploy it at some of my restaurant clients, but it can also pair very well with the other offer, with the restaurant loyalty program in another video that I've made. And if you combine them together, then you can have a very strong, solid restaurant offer. And this is very inexpensive for us to deploy. It's just a ChatGPT API cost. Instagram is free. You just put a nice QR code on the table at the restaurant, or you can embed it into the menu somehow if you want them to, get it reprinted. So many different options, but so you can see here that it says, here's our vegan delight burger, what's inside it, how much it costs, all of that is included right here. So there's a lot of use cases. There's a lot that we can do with this workflow. I could go back and forth with this, all day. But if you want to learn how to build it out, then you can follow the chatbot tutorials inside the incubator. And if you want the specific prompt and like the backend on how this is set up through make.com, then you can shoot me a message on School, or you can get the templates inside the resource vault inside the incubator. And I think this should be super cool to implement with restaurants. I'm very excited to see how this works because I don't think any restaurants that I've personally been to have done this, and it could be a really cool value add, which is inexpensive to us, but could be a pretty big game changer for them, especially if it catches on and other restaurants are deploying it. Then there's a lot that you can do with this. So if you have any questions, and of course leave a comment or just shoot me a message inside School. I'll see you in the next one.